Emergencies strike without warning, and the Leatherman Raptor becomes the ultimate multi-tool in life-or-death moments. Engineered for first responders, survivalists, and adventurers, it combines shears, strap cutters, and oxygen tank wrenches into one compact powerhouse. Rugged stainless steel and locking mechanisms deliver surgical precision when seconds matter, from cutting seatbelts in wreckage to opening lines or bandages in hostile terrain. Its design endures repeated abuse while maintaining reliability under heat, cold, or wet conditions. Lightweight yet indestructible, it fits in packs or belts for instant access. Every component is purpose-built, turning raw human intent into rapid, decisive action when danger presses close. This isn't recreational gear. It's a lifeline, a command tool for chaotic environments where hesitation kills. With the Raptor in hand, your ability to act decisively becomes the difference between survival and failure. The Byrna SD Kinetic Launcher delivers force without blades, bullets, or lethal intent. Powered by compressed gas, it launches solid projectiles at high velocity, creating immediate impact pain and muscle disruption. There is no need for perfect aim. Center mass contact is enough to stop forward movement. Its strength lies in distance, allowing protection from several steps away, while keeping hands steady and safe. In real confrontations, that separation changes everything. The sudden strike overwhelms attackers, breaking aggression and buying escape time. This device feels unexpected because it combines firearm presence with non-lethal control. No sparks, no wires, no permanent damage, just controlled power. It transforms fear into distance and distance into survival, making personal defense feel calculated, deliberate, and remarkably modern for everyday situations. Danger doesn't announce itself, and the Wayland neck knife stays ready when seconds matter. Resting close to your chest, it moves with your breath. Waiting for the moment cutting becomes survival. Rope snaps, food breaks down, traps reset, and threats meet cold steel without delay. Its slim profile disappears under clothing, yet the blade emerges fast, sharp, and decisive. Sweat, rain, or blood won't slow the grip when hands shake and adrenaline floods. In dense brush or tight spaces, long blades become liabilities. This knife thrives where precision keeps you alive. It's always there, never forgotten, never dropped. When balance breaks and panic creeps in, steel brings clarity. This neck knife isn't decoration, it's a silent guardian, hanging inches from your pulse, ready to defend life through control, speed, and ruthless simplicity. When the cold bites deep and wind screams through your bones, the big Agnes 3-in-1 bag becomes your last defense against surrender. Built to endure brutal nights in alpine winds, forest freezes, or desert chills, this system adapts like a survival instinct. 3 configurations let you strip weight or add insulation depending on weather's mood and your mission's demand. Its rugged build rejects abrasion. Its insulation traps heat even when wet, preserving every ounce of strength you have left. This isn't comfort camping. It's survival science engineered to keep hypothermia at bay while your body fights to last another hour, another day. In conditions where rest decides who lives and who fades, the 3-in-1 bag holds warmth like a promise. Wrap in it, breathe steady, and let every frozen night teach fear to respect your resolve. 1 second of pressure can completely rewrite the outcome of danger. Saber Pepper Gel fires a thick, controlled stream designed to stay on target, even in wind or chaos. Instead of misting the air, The gel drives forward, sticking to eyes and skin, instantly triggering intense burning, involuntary eye closure, and breathing distress. That reaction is not about pain alone, it is about interruption. The body freezes, focus collapses, and aggression breaks. Distance becomes your shield as the threat struggles to recover. In real situations, this matters more than strength or speed. The gel's reach allows defense without physical contact, reducing risk dramatically. What makes it feel next level is its reliability under stress. No complicated motion, no close combat, just decisive force in a compact form. It transforms panic into control, seconds into escape, and vulnerability into survival instantly. Chaos hits, and the Blue Cooler's Blue 72 Survival Kit is your lifeline in the storm. Packed with essentials for injury, fire, shelter, and sustenance, it turns unprepared wilderness into manageable risk. Every tool, bandage, and utility piece is arranged for instant access. No fumbling, no wasted seconds when adrenaline spikes. Compact yet comprehensive, the kit endures harsh environments. Cold, rain, or jagged terrain won't crush its contents. Need first aid while hiking cliffs? Shelter in the middle of a windstorm? Fire or signaling in the dead of night? Every item delivers reliability under pressure. Survival isn't about luck, it's about preparation. With this kit, you take chaos by the throat, turning danger into opportunity. When disaster strikes, your mission, health, and life remain firmly in your hands. Electricity decides life in the field, and the Thyrm CellVault XL battery storage keeps your power under absolute control. Built for tactical survival, this rugged case locks up to 18 batteries, shielding them from water, shock, and dirt when the environment conspires to kill electronics. Whether you're navigating storm-battered terrain, operating radios in disaster zones, or keeping flashlights alive in freezing nights, your energy sources remain secure and ready. Its crush-resistant design ensures that even in the chaos of backpacks, vehicles, or dropped gear, batteries survive intact. Survival hinges on preparedness, and running out of power equals compromise, exposure, and failure. The CellVault XL transforms vulnerable energy into a reliable lifeline, allowing communications, navigation, and illumination to persist when everything else threatens to fail. Control your power, control your survival, and refuse to be caught powerless in hostile terrain. The Life Card, a self-defense tool that looks straight out of a spy movie. At first glance, this appears to be nothing more than a harmless stack of credit cards. It is incredibly sleek, discreet, and only about half an inch thick. However, with a quick manipulation of the latches, this innocent rectangle unfolds into a fully functional single-shot .22 caliber pistol. It is precision machined from billet aluminum and steel, yet weighs less than 7 ounces. The engineering is impressive, featuring a built-in safety that ensures it cannot fire when in the folded position, and a handle that includes a clever storage compartment for spare rounds. In terms of usability, this is the ultimate deep concealment gadget. It isn't meant to replace a full-sized tool, but as a backup option for times when you need maximum portability, it disappears into a pocket or small bag like nothing else. Isolation turns deadly when nobody knows where you are, and the Spot Gen 4 breaks that silence. Deep in wilderness, beyond cell towers and roads, this device sends your position skyward, carving a digital trail through emptiness. One press calls for help when injury, weather, or exhaustion blocks escape. Tracking keeps loved ones informed while you keep moving, conserving strength instead of panic. Compact and reliable, it rides quietly on packs until needed most. In survival, uncertainty drains morale faster than hunger, and knowing rescue is possible changes everything. Storms, distance, and terrain lose power when your signal still gets out. This tracker doesn't fight the wilderness, it communicates through it. When maps fail and paths vanish, staying connected becomes a survival strategy, and the Spot Gen 4 ensures your existence is never truly lost. When wilderness demands wood, and time is a luxury you don't have, the Silky Gomboy folding saw becomes the razor-sharp extension of your survival instinct. Built with Japanese precision and brutal cutting power, this folding saw tears through thick branches, fallen timber, and tough brush like a hunter stalking prey. Its curved blade channels force into efficient cuts, chopping firewood, clearing paths, or crafting shelter foundations without hesitation. The locking mechanism secures the blade under heavy load, refusing to twist or falter when pressure spikes and environments punish hesitation. Whether you're in deep forest, frozen valleys, or storm-littered ground, this saw cuts fast, cuts clean, and keeps you moving. Survival is streamlined. No wasted energy, no dull moments, just pure cutting force. When exposure demands shelter and warmth depends on wood, the Silky Gomboy gets the job done while others struggle, freeze, and fall behind. Steel meets wood, and the Wayland Survival Hatchet answers with authority. Every swing bites deep, splitting kindling, breaking bone-dry branches, and shaping shelter from nothing but raw terrain. The compact weight rides easily on your belt, yet strikes with controlled violence when fire and cover become non-negotiable. Rain, cold, or exhaustion don't dull its purpose. The edge stays aggressive, ready for chopping, prying, or clearing escape paths. In tight camps or deep wilderness, this hatchet replaces hesitation with momentum. The reinforced handle absorbs shock, saving your hands for the long fight ahead. When night presses in and warmth depends on speed, this blade becomes a survival muscle. It's not a tool for comfort. It's a weapon against exposure, hunger, and time, forcing the wild to bend before your will. When thirst becomes a threat, and every drop of water decides life or failure, the Katadyn Micro Water Filter becomes your frontline defense against dehydration. Built for ruthless environments where water sources hide danger, this filter crushes bacteria, protozoa, and contaminants without hesitation. In raging rivers, stagnant pools, or unknown streams deep in the wild, you draw water into survival, not sickness. Its precision ceramic element stops harmful particles while letting life-giving liquid flow through reliably. Compact and rugged, it endures being knocked, dropped, and dragged across terrain that punishes weakness. You don't drink blindly, you drink confidently because this device turns uncertainty into survival fuel. When heat beats down, hours stretch into danger, and every heartbeat demands hydration. The Katadyn Micro keeps you running without surrender. No compromise, no fear, only clean water, and one more hour of life earned deep in unforgiving lands. When matches fail and lighters die, the ProAmtech Solid Brass Sparker keeps fire alive. One hard strike throws a violent shower of sparks, hot enough to ignite tinder fast under pressure. Brass construction shrugs off moisture, cold, and abuse, staying dependable when survival turns physical. No fuel leaks, no moving parts to fail, just steel-on-rod reliability that works again and again. In storms, exhaustion, or emergencies, This sparker delivers flame without hesitation. Compact and rugged, it belongs in every survival kit where fire equals warmth, water safety, and food. Each strike restores control in moments when panic creeps close. Fire isn't comfort, it's leverage against the environment. When weather strips away convenience and leaves only fundamentals, this sparker answers with raw sparks and certainty, keeping flame possible when everything else quits and survival demands immediate action. When the wilderness threatens to swallow you in wind, rain, or unforgiving terrain, the big Agnes VST 1.5 tent becomes your bunker. Designed for minimal weight and maximal strength, it stands firm against howling gales and storm barrages, as if defying the elements by sheer will. Its carbon pole structure resists flex and fatigue, keeping form when survival depends on shelter more than breath. Tight seams and robust rainfly hold back torrential water, isolating the interior in a protective shell. This is not casual outdoor gear. This is survival architecture for solo warriors who traverse hostile lands with nothing but grit and gear between them and the wild. Inside, you breathe without dread, shielded from cold teeth of wind and weather. In battles where exposure means defeat, the VST 1.5 tent stands resolute, a citadel in the chaos. Next, we have the Everyday Armor T-shirt 360 by Premier Body Armor. This isn't just a compression shirt. It is a fully armored base layer that provides level 3A ballistic protection, capable of stopping rounds up to a .44 Magnum, without the bulk of a tactical vest. Unlike standard plate carriers, this system uses 4 separate ultra-thin ballistic panels to cover your front, back, and sides, effectively shielding your cardiac box and lateral organs. The shirt uses specialized concealment channels to prevent the heavy panels from sagging, ensuring the armor stays tight against your body so it remains invisible under a button-down or polo. The usability is a game changer for daily wear. Weighing just around 2.5 pounds total, it is moisture-wicking and antimicrobial, meaning you can wear it comfortably all day. It's the closest you can get to John Wick levels of protection while looking like a regular civilian. Movement never stops when survival depends on speed, and the Coast RL 35R voice-activated headlamp keeps vision locked forward. Built for hands-free control, it responds instantly to spoken commands, eliminating wasted motion in high-risk environments. During night patrols, search operations, or wilderness navigation, the RL35R delivers stable, directed light without breaking stride. Gloves, rain, sweat, and fatigue never interfere with command. Its secure fit and rugged design support continuous movement through forests, ruins, and extreme weather. Light appears when needed and vanishes instantly when concealment matters. This headlamp is engineered for operational efficiency, not comfort hiking. In situations where every second counts, voice activation preserves focus and control. The ARL35R transforms spoken intent into reliable visibility, ensuring momentum continues even when darkness, pressure, and exhaustion attempt to slow survival. Silence after disaster can be more dangerous than the event itself, and the ProAmtech emergency radio breaks it. Weather alerts, emergency broadcasts, and critical updates reach you when phones and grids fail. Multiple charging options keep it alive through sun, motion, or stored power, refusing to go dark when information matters most. The built-in light cuts through blackouts, while radio signals restore awareness and timing. In survival, knowing what's coming prevents costly mistakes. Compact and resilient, It belongs in packs, shelters, and vehicles where uncertainty lives. Panic thrives in isolation, but information restores control. This radio does not predict danger, it prepares you for it. When storms build, systems collapse, and nights stretch long. Staying informed preserves choices. The Puiwisul keeps you connected to reality, grounding survival decisions in knowledge instead of fear and guesswork. When darkness falls and silence steals life's essentials, the EcoFlow 3 power station becomes your heart beating in the void. Engineered to deliver massive, stable power in survival conditions, it stands unflinching when storms, grid failures, and remote isolation crush electricity beneath chaos. Multiple outlets and rapid recharge capabilities turn fuel into lifeblood for communication tools, critical lights, medical tech, and heating systems. No flimsy batteries that fade. This station holds power with disciplined reliability. In camps deep in wilderness, war-torn zones, or disaster-ravaged landscapes, it becomes the backbone of endurance. Generators roar, winds howl, and cold bites, but this unit keeps essential systems alive when failure isn't an option. Survivors understand that energy equals endurance and clarity under pressure. With EcoFlow 3, you maintain command over light, heat, and connection, refusing to yield to darkness, isolation, or failure when survival demands continuity without compromise. It looks like a pen until it changes the rules completely. The Streetwise Pain Pen hides extreme stopping power inside a discrete shape. When pressed against an attacker, it delivers a concentrated electrical shock that floods nerves with pain and forces instant retreat. There is no warning sound, no flashing arc, just sudden, overwhelming sensation. Its strength lies in surprise. The attacker never expects defense from something so normal. In close-range danger, that shock breaks focus, grip, and aggression in seconds. This device feels next level because it blends invisibility with intensity. It requires no aim and no distance. Just contact me. In real-life situations, subtlety can be safer than intimidation. The Pain Pen gives control without drawing attention, allowing escape before chaos forms. It transforms an innocent object into a decisive last line of defense when space disappears. When cold bites deep and hunger becomes urgent, the Boil Micromo cooking system ignites survival with focused power. Built to bring boiling heat to harsh environments, it delivers rapid, controlled cooking without wasted fuel or hesitation. In rain-soaked camps, bone-chilling mornings, or storm-lashed ridges, this system turns frigid water into steaming, life-giving sustenance within moments. Its integrated design locks in flame stability when wind tests every spark. Survival doesn't wait for slow cooks or faltering burners. It demands instant heat, and this stove answers that call with precise efficiency. Compact and reliable, it stays ready in your pack, surviving impact and terrain abuse that would cripple lesser gear. Hunger and cold amplify fear, but hot fuel restores strength and sharpens focus. In unforgiving wilds where every calorie counts and daylight is your advantage, the Micromo becomes your weapon against weakness and your ally in endurance. Cold water steals strength fast, and the Onyx AM24 stands between survival and panic. Compact and unobtrusive, it stays ready without restricting movement until flotation becomes critical. When immersion hits unexpectedly, buoyancy activates instantly, keeping airways clear and muscles functional. In rivers, lakes, or rough conditions, energy drains fast, and this vest buys precious time. Mobility remains intact, allowing swimming, signaling, and controlled breathing instead of frantic struggle. Lightweight design prevents fatigue during long wear, making preparedness realistic rather than burdensome. In survival scenarios, drowning isn't dramatic, it's quiet and fast. This flotation system interrupts that outcome. When shock hits cold water and coordination falters, staying afloat preserves clarity and chance. The AM24 doesn't fight water, it works with it, keeping you alive long enough to recover, adapt, and reach safety. Darkness collapses camps and kills hesitation, but the Coast EAL35R voice-controlled lantern answers with pure authority. Built for hands-free command, it reacts instantly to spoken orders when your grip is busy with weapons, rope, or wounded allies. In storm-soaked wilderness, blackout shelters, or hostile terrain, this lantern delivers controlled illumination without fumbling switches. Its rugged construction endures rain, dust, and freezing nights while maintaining reliable brightness. Perimeter security becomes sharper, navigation becomes safer, and focus never breaks. When silence matters, light disappears on command. When danger closes in, visibility returns instantly. This lantern is not passive camp gear. It is an operational tool designed for survival discipline. In moments where light decides movement, safety, and life itself, the EAL35R transforms voice into control and control into survival under relentless pressure. Next, we have the Civivi Praxis, a folding knife that proves you don't have to spend a fortune to get a high-end tactical feel. This isn't just another budget blade. It is widely considered one of the best value-for-money folders on the market, offering the reach and strength of a much larger knife in a surprisingly slim package. It features a generous 3.75-inch flat-ground blade made from 9CR18 MOV stainless steel, known for its excellent edge retention and corrosion resistance. The handle is the real star, featuring textured G10 scales and skeletonized steel liners that provide a secure, ergonomic grip without weighing down your pocket. The usability is incredibly smooth thanks to the ceramic ball-bearing pivot. With just a light flick of the index finger, the blade deploys instantly and locks up solid. Whether for everyday tasks or emergency defense, it delivers big knife performance that disappears into your pocket until you need it. Dark terrain punishes the unprepared, and the Suunto vertical watch becomes your relentless companion when survival balances on navigation. Built for explorers who live beyond trails and maps, this instrument fuses altimeter, barometer, compass with rugged durability that refuses to fail in storms, cold, unending wilderness. Its battery endures long missions, and offline maps guide you when satellites falter and paths vanish. Heart rate and performance metrics keep you aware of body's limits when fatigue creeps and danger lurks. Weather trends warn of storms before thunder screams. Outdoors, every second direction matters. Hesitation signals defeat. This watch isn't a casual gadget. It's gear engineered for risk uncertainty. Strap it on. Heed its indicators. Let no peak, valley, or storm catch you blind. In relentless environments, the vertical watch sharpens awareness and keeps survival forward when life depends on unwavering resolve. Survival isn't gentle, and the Camillus Carnivore X is built for the grind. Its most lethal advantage is hidden in plain sight. The backing of the blade is an integrated, aggressive saw. While the main edge chops through thick brush, The sawback bites deep into hardwood and bone-dry timber without slowing down. You aren't just carrying a knife, you're carrying a clearing tool and a timber saw in one piece of steel. This dual-edge design eliminates the need for extra gear, keeping your load light and your momentum high. When the terrain fights back, you don't just cut, you dominate. Survival doesn't wait for light switches. Survival creates its own illumination. The Ledlenser HF8R signature headlamp becomes your eyes where darkness hunts weaknesses. Built for relentless condition, it combines raw power and precision with rugged durability that stands firm when rain pelts, wind howls, and terrain turns hostile. Its adjustable beam slices through thick night like a predator's stare, while rechargeable strength keeps vision constant without battery fear. Straps lock secure around helmets or heads that never stop moving. Whether you're navigating treacherous ridgelines, storm-battered forests, or hostile wilderness, this headlamp responds instantly with focused force. It refuses to flicker when survival demands steady sight. This is not recreational glow. This is controlled vision engineered for people who don't stop moving until dawn breaks and danger backs off. In battles with darkness that never ends, the HF8R lights your path and keeps your instincts razor sharp. Waterborne threats don't announce themselves. They strike without mercy. The MSR Guardian Water Purifier becomes your shield against invisible killers in wild, disaster, or survival zones. Built for uncompromising performance, it obliterates bacteria, viruses, and protozoa with precision engineering that refuses to fail when contamination is high and stakes are even higher. Suck water from murky streams, swollen rivers, or stagnant pools deep in hostile terrain, and know that every sip is filtered to survival standards. Its self-backwashing system refuses to clog under pressure, maintaining flow while others falter. Resistant housing and rugged materials endure abuse, carrying reliable purification wherever your mission demands. This is not casual filtering. This is high-stakes survival protection that keeps sickness at bay when every breath counts, every step matters, and every drop of water may decide who lasts and who doesn't. With the Guardian, you fight dehydration without compromise. Flames don't wait for hesitation, and the Exotac Titan Light Lighter ignites survival instantly. This precision-engineered fire starter refuses to fail in wind, rain, or freezing conditions, delivering spark on demand when every second matters. Its waterproof, windproof flame pierces storm gusts, and its durable body withstands abuse in packs, pockets, and gear bags battered by wilderness extremes. Forget fumbling matches or fragile lighters. This is fire in your hands, ready for warmth, cooking, signaling, or emergency morale. Compact yet indestructible, it doesn't just light tinder, it sparks confidence and steadiness when exposure bites and night closes in. Every flick delivers control over the unpredictable, transforming chaotic conditions into an advantage. In harsh terrain or disaster zones, the Titan Light becomes the first weapon in your arsenal. Fire that refuses to die when life depends on it. Metal resists bending, but the Knipex Cobra XS pliers conquer force with precision and control. Miniature yet unyielding, these pliers grip pipes, ropes, and survival-critical materials like a predator locking prey. Adjustable jaws lock instantly at every setting, adapting to varied diameter, pressure, and emergency applications without losing strength or accuracy. Rugged construction resists corrosion, crushing, and repeated abuse, making it a tool you can trust in storm-lashed environments, icy rivers, or urban collapse. Compact enough to carry on every mission, it's ready to slice, tighten, or hold under extreme conditions where seconds and reliability determine success. This is not convenience hardware for tinkering. It's a survival instrument that bends metal, not your confidence. Every movement translates strength into utility. Every grip secures dominance over a chaotic world that punishes hesitation and rewards the prepared.